Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This video is talking about chapter 7, which is about acquiring information systems and applications. During this video, I will cover the following topics: planning for and justifying IT applications. This is going to be topic 1. The second one is going to talk about strategies for acquiring IT applications, and then we'll talk about traditional systems development life cycle, and finally we explain some alternative methods and tools for system development. Planning of and justifying IT applications. Companies, when they need to acquire a new information system or any kind of software, they need to analyze why they need it. They need to provide justification in terms of costs and benefits. They need to determine the cost of the information system, what are the benefits that can gain from this information system, and they need to determine if the benefits value exceed the cost. And most of the organizations, they create a list of applications. These applications might be already existed in the companies, or they are planning to acquire in the future. This is called the application portfolio. It is a prioritized list of both existing and potential IT applications of a company. Strategies for acquiring IT applications. There are 5 basic strategies that are used by companies and organizations during acquiring software systems, applications, and so on. These are paid applications, leased applications, use open source software, software as a service, and developing the application in-house. Let's start the first one, paid application. This kind of strategies is commonly used where organizations and companies buy already existing systems. Sometimes these systems called COTS, commercial off the shelf, which means the software is available on the shelf and the organization or company can buy it. The second one, leased applications. This strategy is used when the companies or organizations need certain type of application to use it for specific time, so they just rent it for a period of time. The third one, called use open source software. As you know, open source software is one kind of software that is free for users. The companies or organization do not need to pay for it, where developers can access this software and they can access the source code as well. They can make some changes on the source code to accommodate the needs of company or organization. There are many example repository such as GitHub. The fourth one, software as a service. It is a software distribution model in which like a third party or provider hosts the application or the system and make it available to customers or to the organizations, to the companies over the internet. Software as a service is one category of cloud computing. Traditional system development life cycle. Software Development Lifecycle, or SDLC. It is a process that used by many software in companies in order to create or to develop a software with high quality and low cost. SDLC, or Software Development Lifecycle, consists from multi-processes or stages or phases. We call it software processes, which are systems investigations, system analysis, system design, programming, testing, implementation, operation, and maintenance. During the systems investigation and system analysis, we need to justify why we need this kind of software or product. We need to determine what are the requirements. We need to specify the functional requirements and non-functional requirements constraints. After that, we need to design these requirements and convert it to a model. After that, we start writing a source code, which is the programming process, constructing the software or the product. Then in the testing phase, we need to validate and verify that the requirements that have been asked by customers are met. Then the implementation, or call it deployment in some area, call it deployment. Here we start making the software or the constructed product running on the real environment. Then the operation and maintenance, which means we need to run the application or the software and to maintain it, such as adding a new feature or evolving already existed features. Software processes would be represented by many different models. Waterfall approach or waterfall model is one approach where tasks, here I mean the processes, in one phase are completed before the work proceeds to the next stage, as you can see in the next slide. Okay, this slide talks about the advantages and disadvantages or drawbacks for the waterfall model. Let's start with the advantages: control, accountability, and error detection.